Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Happy Friday to everyone. It's Andy with the end of week warm up call, and it's a warm up call for our main call, which is at the bottom of the screen that goes live in Telegram. And guys, I want to just say something before we start. Please, 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 if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, wherever you're watching this, if it isn't Twitter, go to Twitter. There's our Twitter link. I'm just popping it into the chat. Okay, so if you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook, you'll be able to see that link. Please go to Twitter. Watch this call in Twitter. Like our call, retweet the call, and subscribe. Follow us if you're not already doing so on our Twitter channel. The reason being, guys, essentially, everything metaverse, NFTs, Twitter is the home of that. We are obviously, I just posted a link on Facebook right there to our Twitter channel, to our Twitter account, and Facebook have blocked it, and this is why we want to get away from, it's very nice to be on Facebook, but Twitter is the home of crypto, DeFi tokens, metaverse, and hi there, Afronzak, how you doing? Yeah, guys, it is the home of all things metaverse, all things NFT. Twitter is where it's at, and it's going to become even more so. I mean, as I said, just got our link blocked to our very own Twitter account by Zuckerberg and his cronies. Guys, it's just ridiculous. They keep blocking our links, so please try and avoid joining this call on Facebook. I might even drop it off Facebook, to be honest, because I don't want to do them any more favors getting engagement on their platform anymore. So yeah, guys, join our Twitter channel. It's at Gmeta One. That's as simple as that. If you put in at Gmeta One in Twitter, you'll come right here, and this goes live there every day as well. If you're in Telegram, do the same, please. That would be awesome. And yeah, please subscribe, follow our Twitter channel as well. Okay, today, guys, we're going to do some news. I'm doing this increasingly because I want to show you guys, those of you who are in the metaverse but maybe aren't convinced, or, as I said yesterday, I showed you an article yesterday, which was, the conflicting perceptions that people have of what the metaverse even is, how to use it, etc. So I'm trying to show you some articles which show you how other people are using it, and also perceptions of it that are out there. So I'm going to be doing a lot about that on this call later on. Okay, but first of all, for those of you who are brand new, I've just shown you a video. Yes, we are building our own digital universe, which is going to be called Gmeta One. Now, to do that, we are also launching a token that will become the currency that you will transact in our metaverse. It's called Gmeta tokens. Now, at the minute, we're in pre-sale of that. We are selling $5 million worth of Gmeta tokens. That will represent 20% of the total that'll be ever released. So once we raise the 5 million, we will be launching our token on PancakeSwap for everybody to purchase. Now, in the meantime, you have a massive opportunity here, because in pre-sale, and only in pre-sale, for sharing this opportunity, you can actually earn your way to building a small fortune in Gmeta tokens. Have a look at this video, please. Okay, folks, there you go. That is how you can earn your way. Now, what you do, I'm going to show you the back office very quickly. I'm not going to dwell on this too much today because I do this pretty much every day. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at our launchpad. This is our launchpad, our back office for Gmeta tokens. Now, as I said to you, we're raising $5 million. We're selling pre-sale $5 million. We're doing it in rounds of 1 million, and we're in round two. Therefore, we've already managed to surpass the first million, and we're 154,000 into round two. Dead simple. Okay, now what you want to do if you want to get involved today, you need to get back to the person who invited you, get their link, join up, pop your Trust wallet or your MetaMask wallet in. You'll need that ready when you join because that's where we're going to airdrop your tokens. Okay, so very important you get a Trust wallet or MetaMask wallet and you switch it to BNB Smart Chain. I will show you a video in this call on how to do that actually. Now, I'd urge you then the next thing you do would be to make a purchase. Now you do that, you can buy slots from as little as $50. $50 will buy you 2.15 million Gmeta tokens. You can buy as many as you want, obviously, according to your budget, and you can use any one of 5 different cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Litecoin, Tron, Dogecoin, and Dash. Now, the reason I said, excuse me, that you should make a purchase as soon as possible is because you get a link when you join. Now, that link is useless unless you actually purchase at least one slot. What that link does for you, if anybody uses it, just excuse me 1 second, just take a little drink. No, it's not alcoholic. It's a vitamin drink, actually. Okay, so what that link entitles you to do is get yourself a 100% bonus match from your level 1 referrals. So if my good friend Miguel had joined me using my link and he purchased $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens, which he actually has, I would get $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens because he would be my level 1 referral. They would be airdropped to my wallet. Okay, then Miguel, if he went and told his beautiful wife Sylvie, and she did the same and bought $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens, Miguel would get $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens. However, Sylvie would be my level 2 referral, and I will get 50%. So I would actually get an additional $5,000 worth of Gmeta tokens. Now, obviously, in this fashion, you can accumulate and stack millions and millions of Gmeta tokens. This is your only chance to do that while we're in the pre-sale. Now, we're raising $5 million. In addition to that, when we do that, we're going to place $2.5 million into locked liquidity. Now, what's that going to do? As you can see there it is, listing liquidity right there, 2.5 million. Now, locked liquidity means not even the owners can touch it, so there's no chance of a rug pull. But what that will do is make this token very stable and an amazingly attractive proposition to somebody just wanting to get involved as an investment rather than even getting involved in the metaverse. Obviously, we'd advise you to do both. Maybe invest in a bit of land, maybe build on that, do whatever you want. You could open an NFT gallery. You could rent out space in your NFT gallery for a percentage of the sale when it happens. All sorts of stuff like that. But that's one side of it. And obviously, we've got the liquidity. The only thing we need for a successful cryptocurrency launch is a use case scenario. Now, if you want to buy land, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. If you want to build on it, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. If you want to play games, buy NFTs, anything that requires payment, you're going to have to use Gmeta tokens. Therefore, our use case is undeniable. It's undeniable. You have to use it. So, this isn't some fly-by-night meme token that's been named after Elon Musk's new dog or whatever. No, not at all. So, guys, the use case is there, the liquidity is there. This token could go crazy. I'm not going to predict it will, but you can actually earn them for nothing right now. So please take action, because what you do in this pre-sale, how many you accumulate for nothing, will dictate how well you survive and exist in our metaverse when it launches. That's simple. We've also got some competitions, which I'll fire through very quickly. We have got 4 competitions: top 10 recruiters, top 10 team builders, top 10 team contributors, and top 10 investors. Now you can read the details of those in our back office. Very simple, but they pretty much do what they say on the tin. Now we've got these competitions. If you finish in the top 10 at the end of each round, or any round, you are going to win yourself an exclusive Gmeta NFT. Now you can hold that, sell it later, stake it for passive income. You can do whatever you want with it. So if you're in any of these top 10s or all of them, you'll get an NFT or 2 or 3 or even 4 if you're in all of them. In addition to that, the top 10 at the end of each round will go into a draw. In each of these competitions, there's 4 Oculus Quest 2 virtual reality headsets to be given away for each of the top 10. So if the top 10 in each of these categories will go into a draw, and one person will win one of those headsets. And finally, we do a draw for a 5th Oculus Quest 2 headset. We take all of the top 10 people, all 40 names, and put them into a draw for one final one. Now, as I said, you could actually be in the top 10 in 1, 2, 3, or even 4 of these categories if you take massive action. We also have an additional incentive, and that's for people who see fit to put in $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens. Now, the incentive is this. Basically, the first 300 will become VIPs. So let's have a look. I'm just going to show you a little video of what the VIP will entitle you to. If you're one of those people who are the first 300 to put in $10,000 worth, and a lot of people have already, I'll let you know. Here's a little video to show you why you might want to do that.
Say make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20 bill, put your hands up. You got a $50 bill, put your hands up. Holla, holla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla.
Okay, guys, that is our VIP incentive. So not only can you win potentially Oculus Quest 2 headsets, if you are one of those people who puts in $10,000, your name will go into a draw for one of those 3 cars as well. And we give those away when we launch our token and indeed our metaverse. So those are all the incentives. Now, guys, the metaverse is starting to hit adoption, serious adoption. Some of the brands out there, all of the big major brands out there are getting involved. I'm going to just show you a few news articles that I've kind of curated and talk you through a few things. This is just probably by way of just reiterating that you are in the right place and that you are here at the right time. Things are getting crazy out there already. You have not missed the boat, however. But yeah, there's a lot of action going on already in various metaverse projects and NFTs are going crazy. Let's have a look at some articles, please. Okay, let's have a look. Let's start here. This is a short article and it's a good one because it's back to what I was talking about yesterday, which was people's perception or misconception of what the metaverse actually is. Now, this is right off the press. This is out today in a publication called FinTech Futures. Okay. The metaverse sorting fact from fiction. Now, this guy, David, he was recently asked to speak to a gathering of asset managers about the metaverse and its potential opportunities and threats. He agreed to do this, but he thought preparing for the talk would be straightforward. We are, after all, surrounded by huge media focus. But as soon as I realized that nobody seems quite sure what the metaverse actually is, there's obvious definitions, such as the next generation of the internet. Web 3. Web 2, guys, with social media. Web 1 with the internet itself. Overall, there's agreement that it will be immersive, including virtual and augmented reality, and be persistent. I would also add standards enabling interoperability. In other words, this is not. See, yesterday I was sharing an article where people were confusing VR. People thought that people's perception was they're going to have to walk around with VR headsets just to participate, which is absolutely rubbish because you think about that, it's going to preclude a lot of people. An Oculus Quest 2, those headsets we're giving away are £280 in the UK. So, it's like asking somebody to spend 280 quid to use Facebook. No, that's not going to happen. Okay, so the metaverse is currently being built as a series of islands that need to be connected before anyone can say it has truly arrived. Now I'm going to read that out again. The metaverse is currently being built as a series of islands that need to be connected before anyone can say it has truly arrived. Right, folks. Gmeta One is a hybrid metaverse project. Guess what we are doing? You're in the right place at the right time. Guess what we are doing? We have opened up in Decentraland. We've got an office there. We've opened up a arena in Somnium Space. We've opened a Gmeta arena in CryptoVoxels. We've got various other presences in the metaverse because we are building a bridge from those to ours. What does that say? The metaverse is currently being built as a series of islands that need to be connected. We're doing that already. We're the only project actually doing that. It's the definition of the metaverse is hard to pin down. What are the things we do know? We do know there's a lot of hype. A quick look at Google Trends shows the metaverse has been trending since October last year. That's when Mark Zuckerberg started talking about it. What's fascinating is the shape of the graph between then and now roughly follows the average hype cycle chart. What else? It seems that companies see a very bright future for the metaverse. A report published by Citibank titled Metaverse and Money forecasts the addressable market for the metaverse to be between 8 and 13 trillion with 5 billion users by 2030. Banks are equally bullish and a virtual land grab is underway. Why is that? The answer lies in the building blocks being put in place. What are those? Gaming platforms. Anyone who has teenage kids, I say this every day, with access to devices will know the names of these platforms. Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite, Call of Duty. But many of us are unaware of the scale of some of these games. Guys, I used to work in the gaming industry and retail. Gaming industry is like way, way bigger than Hollywood. Way bigger. A good game will earn 100 times more than a good movie. Fortnite has 350 million subscribers globally. Call of Duty 400 million, and over 150 million play Roblox once a month, and 33.4 million daily. In the context of a global population of 8 billion, a significant percentage are in these environments at any one time. These worlds are immersive, persistent, and are played through games, consoles, and high-end gaming PCs. And the graphics are becoming more and more realistic. Gamers' behaviors are worth watching as they start to build communities and engage in commerce. Currencies are beginning to appear and be used to buy items such as skins, clothes. My son always asking me for Robux, for V-Bucks, for Fortnite. These platforms are centralized and exist as walled gardens. In other words, I can only use them and then leave, and I can only use the currency in there. I cannot take that with me. Unlike ours is going to be available to people who never even enter our metaverse. But another building block is virtual world platforms like Sandbox, Decentraland, Meta's Horizon. It is possible to buy land and Sandbox in Decentraland last year. Transactions relating to virtual and land reached 350 million in Sandbox and over 110 in Decentraland. Who's buying up land and why? Not just individuals, banks, JP Morgan, HSBC, Standard Chartered. HSBC, widely invested. The metaverse, they said the metaverse is how people will experience Web 3, which is, we believe, is the next generation of the internet. At HSBC, we see great potential to create new experiences through emerging platforms, opening up a world of opportunity for our current and future customers and for the communities we serve. Okay, we truly see virtual reality, augmented reality, tech, and all of these three-dimensional interfaces will gain mass adoption. HSBC has always been invested in communities. Now, guys, one thing the bank didn't mention is that the metaverse, that particular bank involved in Sandbox, requires them to buy a decentralized currency. They're not going to wave that flag in your face anytime soon because it kind of flies in the face of what they're supposed to be doing. But here's another thing. Where does it all end? Nobody's quite sure, but to dismiss it as pure hyperbole is to miss the point. Games platforms demonstrate the global appetite for virtual worlds, but as anyone's guess when we will all walk into our screens and move between platforms. Guys, we're again back to what we've just said. This article, it looks like it always could have been written by Gmeta. It wasn't, but it does tell you exactly what we're doing here. Okay, let's have another look at something else, guys. Another use. It's Friday. We all like a little drink sometimes on Friday. The metaverse, alcohol beverages industry's next marketing frontier. The metaverse is widely regarded as the next frontier in digital commerce, with businesses across industries spending millions buying digital real estate and investing platforms to be market leaders. Alcohol beverages brands are also leading the charge, with companies like Jose Cuervo, Heineken announcing forays into the metaverse. But what opportunities does this hold for the alcohol industry? Let's go down. Just going to scroll down. Relevance, e-commerce. There are a number of ways that alcohol beverage companies can use the metaverse to generate value. It's all about brand, guys. You don't just open a shop and expect people to fall in the door and start buying. But as noted above, e-commerce, the metaverse has a potential to transform brands' e-commerce experience. The drawback of online shopping is especially acute for luxury, limited supply, or craft beverages that depend on attractive labels, branding, or shelf placement. By building a virtual three-dimensional experience, alcohol beverage brands can build a platform and a virtual space that will power their next generation e-commerce experience. Again, this is what we're talking about. Consumer sales and NFTs. Again, there's a whiskey brand yesterday who are offering an NFT with one of their Glenfiddich. It's in this article. Glenfiddich are offering an NFT with one of their highest priced whiskey bottles, one of their oldest whiskeys. Marketing and sponsorship. This is huge. Marketing and sponsorship. The popular online game Fortnite, for example, hosted a digital concert with rapper Travis Scott and attracted more than 45 million viewers. 45 million viewers. Now, guys, to do that, he would have to go on a world tour. I think of all the expense that that would bring with it, all the flights, all the building, all the stages, all that stuff that goes, and a massive carbon footprint. But he didn't. He didn't have to leave his studio. He just went and broadcast and got 45 million people watching him in what without having to leave home, essentially. Unbelievable opportunities here, guys. Just take that one down. Let's have just skimming through these guys. I just want to show you the potential that's here. Let's have a look at this one. This is an Asian billionaires hotel group, and they're building virtual lands in Decentraland and Sandbox. They're doing both. Singaporean billionaire Kwek Ling Beng, Millennium Resorts and Hotels and Resorts, and the billionaire Low Family Regal Hotels Group in Hong Kong are taking the first steps into the metaverse after purchasing virtual properties in blockchain gaming domains Decentraland and Sandbox. Millennium Hotel and Resorts hospitality brand said on Wednesday is launching a hotel in Decentraland, a virtual world where players can build, buy, and sell in-game assets as they interact with each other. Known as the M Social, Decentraland, the hotel aims to become a place for all to gather and discover the virtual reality universe in the metaverse platform. Millennium Hotels said in a statement, the virtual hotel will open its doors to players in early May. Visitors will be able to interact with an avatar, which guides them through the building, and they'll have a chance to win real-world hotel surprises. And there it is. As we look forwards to the future, we need to look past the traditional model of hospitality. You need to move with the times, guys. How many businesses before this pandemic aren't with us anymore? Massive brands who didn't move with the times, even as far as being online was concerned. You know, crazy, crazy stuff, not getting involved. And if they don't, this is another chance that they don't want to miss. We hope to redefine hospitality through M Social Decentraland by creating online adventures that integrate with real life events. Millennium Hotels said it will seek collaborations in the metaverse platform. Regal Hotels is developing a green metropolis, the metaverse platform, in Sandbox, dubbed Meta Green. The virtual city is looking to promote eco-friendly choices and foster sustainable community to support a circular economy. So again, it's not a case of just opening up a premises and just assuming people are going to swarm in. So, guys, I just thought I'd share some examples, some really good articles there already about how big brands are using this, these platforms. This is Web3. Now, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. I don't personally care, because it's going to happen whether you're involved or not. But as I said before, we look at lockdown. Even before lockdown, there was a global decline in retail, and those companies that survived had a kind of hybrid. You take the Next Directory. Those of you outside the UK might know it, but Next Directory have an online directory and then a retail presence. It's a kind of hybrid between the two, and they're okay. And it's those sort of companies that will move into this next Web3. And those are the companies that are going to survive as global retail, the high streets, shops disappear. Look at your high street. I don't know what your high streets are like where you are, but right now in the UK, the high streets are getting hammered. The high streets are just maybe got some coffee shops, charity shops, pound stores. Not the big, massive global chains that used to be there, because they can't afford to be like that anymore. They're having to move somewhere else. So Web3, they need to adopt and adapt very, very quickly. One final article. I have it here. I thought this was quite interesting. I'm just going to skim through it again, pick out the salient facts of it. How the metaverse might look in 2030. The internet has evolved over the years, and the outcome of this evolution is the metaverse. We exist in a time where significant change in history of humanity is going on, and our real lives are bound to spill over into the metaverse. So I'm not going to go through what is metaverse, etc., 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 but I want to scan forward to get to the point of this. In simple words, it's a 3D world focused on social connection. It can be defined as simulated digital environment that uses AR and VR and blockchain as well. Obviously, a lot of these articles didn't mention that fundamental fact, along with concepts from digital media to create spaces for rich user interaction mimicking the real world. Now, let's look at the future. In short, the metaverse will potentially alter many sectors. By introducing virtual reality based wearables, the wearables will introduce the users to an alternative virtual world from the confines of their own homes. People will be able to interact without the need to undergo long communes, breathe in polluted air, or even dress up for different occasions. Guys, look at the pandemic. I mean, a lot of us, there's lots of jokes going around that people were just wearing jeans and then maybe a shirt and tie for virtual meetings they did on Zoom. And this is what has pushed this metaverse concept along even more. Children will be able to study various subjects and modules at their own pace, expand their horizons beyond what's currently possible. The future of work. Already, some metaverse non fungible token vendors have enabled their NFTs to be usable in metaverse games such as clothing and footwear, and more are planned to venture into the domain. Two sneaker companies did this week. Nike and Asics both released shoes that have use in they can wear, you can put on in one of the metaverses. As such, both users and creators gain a lot, and this can even increase if NFTs are incorporated into in-game assets. So if you buy a real pair of sneakers, you can actually put that on your avatar as well. That would be really cool. Today we have a nascent version of the metaverse existing with digital goods like NFTs representing popular art, digital memorabilia already being lapped up by investors and crypto fans alike. The future of metaverse also spans on an idea of running openly, almost without any interruption from a single community or company, and as the participation of creators will be from across the world as more brands are looking to open their outlets in the broader metaverse, just like on the internet of the current times. So this was written by a guy called Hitesh Malviya, and these are his own views. So these are not facts, guys. So, really, it's all pointing. All these articles just point in one direction, and it's all good news. And historically, folks, metaverse projects and their tokens have really performed very, very well. So it's up to you whether you make a decision now to join or not. This is no prediction as to the future value of our token or our properties on the metaverse. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to give you any sort of indications of that. But guys, you can accumulate these tokens for nothing. Now, is it not worth getting involved for the sake of one slot at $50 if that's all you can afford? Because really, this is your chance. This is your chance. Don't miss the metaverse again. Sandbox is very expensive now. CryptoVoxel is very expensive to purchase anything. Purchase land. The price of NFTs is going up like crazy. So this is your chance. Take it. I urge you to take it. Guys, today's call, this is a warm-up call. There is the call, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 9 p.m. UK. Go to our Telegram group for that one. It's not available anywhere else. But please do go to our Twitter channel, which I've put the link in for and mentioned earlier, at Gmeta One. Please follow that and do us a retweet on this and some of the other posts you're going to see there, because Twitter is going to be where it's at. If you're involved in Gmeta, we've got 5,500 members in our Telegram group. We want all of those guys following us on Twitter, okay? Telegram's great for communication. Twitter is where it's at for sharing this opportunity. Okay, guys, we'll see you later on the call. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope it's been of interest, and we'll look forward to seeing you later on. Have a wonderful remainder of your Friday. Take care. See you there.